Alex Oliveira. He fought like 22 times for the UFC. He was with that company for about 7 years. And he fought some guys, Gilbert Burns, Nico Price, Carlos Condit, Mike Perry. He went 11-11 in the UFC. I think his total record was 25-16. So gets released by the UFC, goes to another MMA company, had little success there, and decides his hand at bare knuckle. Look, I respect everybody who gets into the ring, cage, trigon, any kind of ring. I respect it. But, my man, why would you go to Russia for your bare knuckle debut? This was the biggest rude awakening he could ever have. I mean, he was literally holding it. The guy punches. He fought a guy called Igor Ivanov. Okay? Now remember, these guys, they train with bears. And bare knuckle fighters, I bet you this guy was knocking down trees with his hands. Boom, 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 boom. And Alex Oliveira decides to go out there and challenge this guy. He hit him one time in the face. He fell on the floor, grabbing his nose. Managed to get up. Hit him again. He literally quit on sight. Yo, why would you go to Russia? Those guys are crazy training. I mean, it was just insane the way that he held himself. It was like the first time he had ever gotten hit. He couldn't believe what was happening to him. So, every time I talk about a second chance to a career with bare knuckle boxing and all that, I'm sorry, Alex. I think your second chance at a career might be something else, my man.
Is there a video that we can see?
There is a video. You'll be seeing it now. And I'm telling you, he cradled himself like he had never gotten hit. And I bring this up because we want to keep everybody updated and, you know, what happens in combat sports, especially with former UFC fighters. But going to Russia, my man, for your debut bare knuckle? I don't think so. Igor Ivanov, you're the man, brother. Listen, so all this talk about McGregor, am I coming back? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? So he definitely said, listen, I won't be coming back for 2024. Maybe I'll do something in 2025. As you see, Michael Chandler moved on. He's like, I'm not going to wait for this guy. But he did say, I may try my hand at bare knuckle. All right, bro. Listen, McGregor, I think you're a great entertainer. I think that what you did for the UFC is amazing. I think that the fight that you got yourself into with Mayweather was the greatest salesmanship I've ever seen. But my brother, look, some people were made for boxing. Mayweather, Canelo, Tank Davis. Some people were made for MMA. McGregor, John Jones, Amanda Nunes. And some people are made for bare knuckle boxing. Baboon Palomino, Mike Perry, Gallo Duran. Okay? Now, I'm telling you, okay, right here, that camera, there's no way in hell that McGregor can beat Baboon Palomino in a bare knuckle match. Okay? You can record this today. You can make it viral. You can send it to McGregor. You can do whatever you want. There is no way that McGregor beats Palomino in a bare knuckle match. Okay? First of all, he hasn't fought in how many years? Secondly, he won't be using everything that he's accustomed to. His legs, his wrestling. He didn't do a lot of wrestling, but his legs. You can just see the boxing match between him and Mayweather. You think that he's going to hold up on a bare knuckle match? No, my friend, I'm sorry. Mr. McGregor, I don't know what your plans are, but getting into bare knuckle boxing should not be one of them. Stay away, and everybody, stay in your lane. That's what I have to say. Stay in your lane. That's what I have to say. You know what? I think you should take your 200 million and just enjoy it, my friend. Have a great life. Come on, bare knuckle boxing. Come on, come on. We've got some local news too, with some events. Let's see. So, local news. BYB will be holding their 31st event in Denver, Colorado. And the exciting part about that is that their 32nd and 33rd event will be held in the UK. And we were just talking about that. I mean, the fans are greeting them. They're appreciating what they're bringing to the table. They're buying tickets. They're spending money. And it's not only BYB. BKFC is also on their way to the UK. So I think that they appreciate what the American companies bring to the table, and they're very excited to see. And I'm glad because, again,
they bring the crowd.
I mean, the excitement.
The UK is small in comparison to the United States.
Right.
You know, I think that probably has a lot to do with it. And where are they going to go to a fight? They're going to be London, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere like that.
And I think it makes for a great experience. I think that they should hold more fights over there, especially the bigger fights. But speaking of the UK, one of our very own will also be traveling to the UK. This is a young fighter that I've known since he turned pro. I believe he's 7-0 with 8-0 with 6 knockouts. His name is Abel Gonzalez. Fights out of Kangaroo Gym in Hialeah. And is a great prospect. I mean, I've seen this guy knock people's teeth out, okay? You might as well call him the dentist because he just goes to work on you. So he's also on his way to York Hall in London. And that is located in a place called Bethnal Green in the East End. I say that because... And so Bethnal Green, for a little trivia, was made famous by a couple of twin brothers called the Cray brothers. They were gangsters. And they were out of Bethnal Green. And in the movie with Tom Hardy, they mentioned that. So I thought it was pretty exciting. And giving you a little bit of useless trivia, too. So Bethnal Green, made famous by the Cray brothers. Abel Gonzalez, El Jefe, will be making his overseas debut. And we wish him a lot of luck. Good excitement. And again, they just want to see what the American, fighter can bring to them because they're very anxious to see it. So a lot of love to Abel Gonzalez. That's going to be held October 18th. And we'll keep you posted on it. Maybe we can get him on the show for something really, really quick. But that is what's happening in the news of combat sports. I'm always glad to get on the mic and talk to you guys about it. I want to thank Global Print Services, Loch Ness Lab, Premier Printing, for all their sponsorship. We've got other people also. But again, we'd like to... I love coming on the air, talking about combat sports. If you guys have anything that you want to talk about, go ahead and feel free, shoot me a DM or leave me a message on here. In the meantime, I'll keep you guys covered with everything that's going on. You keep on watching, and I'll see you all